In this episode, I get to spend time on my knees in the mud, but luckily I also get to sit atop a tree for a little bit. I'm also lucky enough to meet a man who makes a joke about the dead tree. This is Winter Macro. Welcome and enjoy. Hello and welcome to the channel. I thought I'd go out and do a little bit more winter macro because there is quite a dull grey sky outside today, so it does not lend itself well to doing any kind of bird photography. But with a flash, a little bit of macro can always be fun, and we do have some subjects around. I'm hoping I might actually come across some snowdrops, but I'm not sure where they are around here apart from in my back garden. But there are other subjects, so let's see what I can find and what we can do together today. So I found my first subject here, which are these little purple, pink and white flowers with a very yellow centre. So I've had a look at a few of them, and at least this one looks like it's quite nice, because some of them can be quite damaged, and for this type of photography you definitely want undamaged flowers. So let me see if I can get some decent images of this. Now we're quite close up to these lovely little flowers here, and as you can see they're quite gorgeous, though they're a bit sort of sparse. So I'm planning to see what I can do in terms of singling out a flower. So of course I'm using flash for this. And it's important to take more than one image when you're doing this. So this is like photography heaven. It's absolutely photogasmic. I've got this fallen tree behind me, and there is some incredible detail in this if we do it with a macro lens. So let me show you a little bit about this before we then go into the camera. We have these, which are colours of brown and red, and we can get some absolutely incredible detail out of this with a macro lens.
Comes to us all eventually.
Indeed. So it is a bit difficult to explain here. What I like about this is the honeycomb like shapes that's in the tree, and the colours are just beautiful here. So if the shot turned out any good, this is it. So I moved to the other side of the tree now because there is lots of this little moss. I want to show you in the camera in a minute, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got loads and loads of details in it. And it just shows that when you do find a subject, don't always go for the most obvious, but take your time and study. You might find something brilliant in the little bits of detail that you can see. So let's go in camera and have a look at what we can find in the moss. So yes, I think we can do a composition something like this. I do have a couple of other compositions in mind for this subject too, but I might just show you the images of what I did with those. But the main focal point is this little bunch of star-like moss here, and then we have the surrounding greens and the little ledge it's sitting on. And I think that makes quite an interesting composition. So yeah, I think I found another composition here, and I like this one quite a bit. It needs to be cropped a tiny bit though, but when it's cropped, we will again have these delicious little star things, star moss, that sits on these little ledges, and there's wonderful detail in the tree as well. So you see the lines and imperfections and everything like that, and I think this really will work as an image. So I think I better stop with this tree now. I'm getting some really funny looks from people, but it's an absolutely magnificent piece of photographic orgasm. This thing, you can just spend hours here finding stuff, and I might have to come back later on. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed the pictures that I've shown you, and if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button, and if you want to, please obviously subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care of yourselves, have fun with your photography. Bye for now.